In a letter to the editor, Alexander said GECOM's approach to managing elections is neither progressive or proactive, and in some cases, consciously regressive, pointing to its resistance to measures such as biometric voting and the removal of deceased names from the voters list. Speaking with Guyana TV9 News, Alexander pointed out that all rig workers who operate more than 200 miles offshore are currently not eligible to vote by proxy or postal ballot, while transport and harbor workers are permitted to vote by proxy and members of the joint services or non-resident Guyanese can vote by post. Rig workers are only entitled to time off from work to cast their ballot.
My concern is that when this matter was brought up with GECOM simply said, well, the employer should give them time off to vote. But giving time off to people who are 250 miles away in an operation which, if they leave, you might have to shut down the operation, is not really a feasible proposition. And what GECOM could have done was to go back to the law and see if the law could have been amended to provide for these persons to vote in a manner similar to the discipline services or the transport workers or the non-resident Guyanese, because non-resident Guyanese overseas.
Alexander noted that the oil industry did not exist when proxy voting provisions for transport and harbor workers were introduced, yet the logistical challenges facing rig workers are even greater. He argued that GECOM could have initiated amendments to the relevant laws to extend similar voting rights to them.
But rather than looking at solving the problem of these people in that way, they simply said, well, look, the law provides for the employers to give them time off. And then they issued a press release emphasizing the obligation of employers and have not really done anything which is within their power to ensure that these people can in fact cast their votes on E-Day.
He further questioned GECOM's priorities, alleging that while it has shown little concern for the disenfranchisement of certain groups, it is very concerned about overseas-based Guyanese, including those who may be deceased or absent on election day, being unable to vote. Colin Abrams, and TV9 News.